Mahomes. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike 51. Here I come. Young lady. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Mike, Mike's 50. You.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the times, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, Sunday. Anybody coming. What? Easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Watch the ship.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, let's get that home.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here goes Hunt. 51. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Darnold got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Niles Paul, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Abdullah on the counter. And Abdullah lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming...
Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
50, Mike 50. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. Our score. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Check yellow. 43. 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return will stop right around the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Yellow. C6.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, a lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Don't be scared of it. Attack, attack.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On that one, and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
They still playing something. Y'all playing a lot try. Mike, check. 59. Exit. Alert 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll run on first down. Bell, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, baby, I see you.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I got you. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the out. 52's the mic. Mike 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen. Yellow. Exit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Check, 53's Mike. Get ready, get ready.
Yellow. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defense. Their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go with Abdullah again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Switch up, switch up.
Darnold from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's gonna be a long day. That's gonna be
Yellow.
or big. Check 59.
Let's go.
59. Mike to 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Color.
Soon, fellas, let's go. Mike, check. 59. Here it comes. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Right on these two. Color.
Slip.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mike 52.
Darnold on 3rd down. And Paul has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now Darnold, caught here by Bell. Oh, it breaks another. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
We're going to set.
52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 552.
Darnold now to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Delta. Watch the curl.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To throw is Darnold. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Abdullah. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run with Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On second and 12, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Bryant's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, 15. Hey, let's go.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We're going to sign.
951. Record.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If still taking shots like that downfield, 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
15.
Alpha.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, lady. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Back-to-back good. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52's the mic, boy.
Again, Darnold. Hall bringing it in. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. The big fella. He's at the 30. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
59, Mike. 59, go, baby. Check, 59.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.